Hi everyone! For those who don't know me yet, I'm Omar, and I fell in love with tax liens and tax deeds just a couple of years ago. Today, I want to introduce you to a very special friend of mine. But let's start from the beginning. In May 2019, I took an awesome online course on tax liens and tax deeds. And within the end of the month, I opened my first company in the US, and my journey into the tax liens and tax deed world started. What you don't know is that at the time I was an employee and I had no idea of what it was to become an entrepreneur. But I felt the magic and I did my first step forward. You know, that little voice in your head that whispers, "Omar, what the hell are you doing? Until yesterday you even knew the meaning of real estate. Aren't you biting off more than you can chew?" All my studies on self-improvement and financial freedom, however, lured me that most of the times those voices are just what they are, little voices. Your mind tricks you going in self-defense mode and try to sabotage your dreams. Overcoming fear is sometimes difficult, but absolutely necessary if you want to achieve your goals. This time though, I was determined. There were just too many positive signs, and the vibe I felt made me comfortable to make the first step, so I put my heart and soul into it. "Okay, you got your tax deed course, now what?" kept repeating the little voice in my head. Well, I didn't let procrastination overwhelm me. In fact, I started to follow step by step the advice of the course. I can't hide that I encountered the first obstacles and difficulties, especially in the research process. So I turned those obstacles into opportunity. And along with two friends, of course superstars, we created Fastlane.co, an amazing software that solved most of the research process headaches. It gave me the push I needed. The time spent on research has been totally dropped thanks to Fastlane. So I had the time to focus on more profitable and important activities. In December 2019, on the tables of the furniture giant IKEA, together with two course mates I literally just met, I was able to buy my first lot at the tax deed auction. I was so excited. The tax deed business worked, and after only 3 weeks, I won a second auction. I thought, wow, this is so cool. For the first time, I felt I was an entrepreneur. Well, at the time I was more a landlord than an entrepreneur, because to be the latter, I should at least produce some profit. So, what to do? Thanks to the support of Emmanuel Wijkhausen and his staff, I began to market the land on different online platforms and testing different strategies. eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook groups, a land sale website, yellow letters, direct contacts, you name it, I've done it all. Thanks to the time saved with Fastlane, I created a nice file tracking the progress I made and creating my very own buyers list. In the meantime, I also worked on improving my listings and create other traffic sources. I hired a realtor in Florida to sell my land, and every day I was checking notifications and responding to all the inquiries. At first I didn't start out great. eBay gave very few results, only one contact who didn't continue the negotiation, and one guy who wanted to mow my lawn. Hilarious. After a while, however, requests from interested people started coming in. "Isn't still available?" usually was how the conversation started, in chat or email, and someone wanted to be called on the phone. So I said to myself, it works. The tax deed lot I bought is a good lot if I'm already getting a request. Fuck that little voice. But then, just when things were going the right way, something totally unexpected happened. COVID-19. Being an entrepreneur, however, means being able to take the positive part of every situation. And actually, there was one. The emergency had forced us to change our habits and work from home, and I was very grateful for that, because that meant I could devote more time to my new tax lien and tax deed business. Doing research, I was improving more and more, looking for new opportunities and studying the market even deeper. After a few weeks, COVID-19 landed in the United States, and believe it or not, the whole real estate market slowed down. Most of the counties didn't publish any more auctions. The investors put on the brakes, and private investors were afraid to spend money. On Saturday before Easter, however, I got a message. "Is it still available? Do you speak Spanish?" Fortunately, I lived for some time in Spain and I know a bit of Spanish. And after 2 days, believe it or not, I had the signed contract. I couldn't believe it. I had succeeded. Everything seemed even too simple, I told myself. But maybe I was only lucky. We had agreed that I had to wait until the following Monday to receive the first installment. That's because I sold a lot through owner financing. The conversation with the buyer, until then frequent and friendly, became to diminish. Something was wrong. In fact, the following Monday, payment didn't arrive. I tried to contact him, but nothing. He didn't reply back to me. I also sent an email, but nothing. I wrote, chatted, and tried to call him. Nothing. The man was gone, and I ended up with a contract, but nothing sold, and even starting a lawsuit didn't make much sense. Well, it had to be this way, I told myself, but it wasn't that easy to convince myself. After a while, the frustration started to fade, and thanks to the Fastlane project, we were always busy with new things, improvements, and exciting ideas. Our customers loved the software. So I felt I was still in the right place. An entrepreneur must also know to wait and have patience. And as it often happens, when you're looking for the least, it's others who are looking for you. And on a hot Friday in July, my friend Roy finally arrived. After less than 2 days, I had a new contract signed and a down payment credited to my US bank account. My friend Roy, as you all know, stands for return on investment and is defined as the index of return on investment. My friend Roy weighs 168 pounds, which means that I made a profit of 168%. Not bad for my first tax deed deal. I opened up myself a nice bottle of wine and toasted to the future. Roy obviously toasted with us. See you soon, and I wish you to all know my new friend Roy. Omer.